The Parliament Select Committee investigating National Social Security Fund has engaged Uganda Retirement Benefits Regulatory Authority, Minister for Gender, Labour and Social Development Betty Amongi, Minister for Finance, Planning and Economic Development Matia Kasaijja, and the former Managing Director of NSSF, Richard Byarugaba.
It will be a big subject in the talk tomorrow when we are examining the 6 billion shillings that you've all famously had.
Accordingly, Wilbur officials led by the CEO, Martin Nsoboga, told MPs that the land which accommodates Workers' House has no land title since a farm known as Alcon is in possession of the title, although the fund put a caveat on the title.
Yes, the best of the information we have, the title is not there and they are processing a special title.
The same applies to some of the plots of land at the Temangalo site, which land titles are not also under the ownership of NSSF. Not even Matia Kasaijja, the Minister for Finance, Planning and Economic Development, who is the custodian of investment by the NSSF, has information about the land titles. On the 6 billion saga, the MPs have since registered satisfactory evidence that the Minister for Gender, Labour and Social Development, Betty Amongi, requested for the funds independently outside the provisions of the budget process of NSSF.
Yes, the 6 billion, yes. I want to repeat. When I was passing the budget, I asked them, I want precedents that have been set. Give me Honorable Kasaijja's letter approving the budget. I read that letter. When they brought, I saw areas that Honorable Kasaijja had stressed that make sure you handle this. I lifted those areas and put in my letter of asking for additional budget information.
This is after a denial of participation by parties including the NSSF board, Minister for Finance, Matia Kasaijja, and the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Gender, Labour and Social Development, David Chibenge.
A ministry, you represent it.
So who asked for the money?
The 6 billion?
Yes.
It is not me. I heard it somewhere.
Minister, you said you disagreed. You disagreed.
In the meeting I disagreed.
You disagreed with who?
In principle with who?
With my colleague, the minister.
Oh.
Minister of Gender and Social Development.
Minister Betty Amongi reiterates that the request was made in the positive spirit of the NSSF Act.
I wrote to the chairman for the issue of 6 billion, not to the managing director. So my letter was asking the chairman.
Also pinning Minister Betty Amongi is a request she made to the chairman board of NSSF to approve funds to the tunes of 40 billion investment to the Grain Council in another strategy to grow the workers' savings. This has also been contested since Minister Amongi has no jurisdiction of performing due diligence on behalf of the NSSF.
Wrote the board chairman requesting for 46 billion.
For 40 billion.
For 40 billion to Grain Council. Did I participate? I never participated.
The select committee is chaired by Mbarara City South Member of Parliament, Mwine Mpaka.
You would feel really bad. In fact, I call myself a victim. I know the Honorable Minister and the fund have tried to portray me as a villain. And to be quite frank, I am a victim and I feel really bad.
Daniel Mugoya, Gloria Gutabinji, UBC News.